We are live on the Let's Get Stupid. Whoops, not the Let's Get Stupid show.
God.
You know, I said that on the last podcast we did. On the Let's Get Stupid show, I said we are live on the Huck Barbell show.
Did Tom make you restart it?
No. See, we keep screwing it up. I get my days mixed up. But this is the Huck Barbell show.
Are you sure we're even live? I hear you're not very good at making sure we're live. Let's just call it how it is.
Let's just say we royally fucked up last week on episode 6.
What's that now? The video didn't work?
Video worked great.
And
the audio did not work this time. That's why we are having a keen eye on the audio on the computer, making sure it is registering our voices.
well, where the hell are Foreman and Jonathan? We got to get them back then?
No, we are not going over another Arnold recap.
Did you
I'm about ready to throw up so many Arnold recaps. I cannot redo that again.
Did you let them know gently that we fucked up their episode?
I did not let old J-Dog know, Jonathan. The other J-Dog I did, Jason, a.k.a. the White George Foreman.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the heart to tell the other guy. Foreman immediately asked, man, I didn't see it up yet. When are you going to put it up?
We rescheduled 3 times and then nothing.
3 reschedules.
Mm-hmm.
So last time you've heard the Huck Barbell show was the day before we left for the Arnold. I guess if you really want to recap, go to the Let's Get Stupid show and listen to it there because we're not recapping it again.
I know, but we saved the best stories for your show.
We did have some good stories. Maybe down the road we'll bring them up again when it's not so fresh.
When it's not such an inconvenience to make them take a 8th day out of their week to be on the show.
Yeah.
All right.
Holy shit.
Well, hey, speaking of our show, I'm Mrs. Barbell.
Yeah, we are joined by my co-host, Mrs. Barbell.
We're brought to you by John Millette in the Lockup Gym. You've been there. You've got to take me one day.
The sponsor was very upset with the last episode. Yeah, just let me tell you that.
What?
He was very upset with the last episode.
We didn't have one.
Yeah, you want to know where the hell it went? He goes, I paid a sponsorship and you guys don't have the damn show on? I said, I
drove your asses to the Arnold.
Yeah, Jesus. You can't even hang my flag up? You can't even put an episode up, he says.
We did formally thank him, too.
My God. Yeah, we did on the podcast, everything.
Great friend, a great booth guy, a great everything.
I said, I'm going to have to just drape my naked self in your flag the next 4 episodes to make up for it.
I don't see it in the flag right now.
No, I left it in the gym.
Well,
Sorry, Johnny.
If you're looking to see what the flag looks like, go ahead to 111 West Main Cross in Taylorville.
Well, you don't have to go all the way there. I mean, you can go to thelockupgym.com as well.
You could do that.
If you're not in the area.
He's been in business for 21 years. He's running a great gym. Go check him out. He's got a lot of good equipment in there. Inventory on hand, supplements and apparel. He's got an inventory on his website, which is, like Tom said, www.thelockupgym.com. So thank you, John. We got audio and video, fingers crossed, for this week.
Yes.
I mean, he had to have known what he was investing in when he decided to sponsor.
So that's
you,
what
right?
I told him.
He's been a good friend for a long time. He had to expect some flaws.
You know what you're getting into, brother, when you sponsor the Huck Barbell show. There's going to be a couple hiccups, and that was a major hiccup, which I was very, very upset when we went in that night, and I could not see any audio. It was recorded, but no fucking audio.
It was really nice that you tried to blame me. I have this much training in garage
band? You had the computer. Whoever has the computer is in charge of the audio. I did blame you. I told John, listen, Mrs. Barbell wants that computer immediately once we go live. I blame her. Sorry, buddy. I'll talk to her next time. Yeah. So he says, yes, I believe Karen was definitely at fault.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So episode 6, we can thank Karen for missing episode 6. Thank you, Mrs. Barbell, for missing episode 6. Cheers.
I don't think so.
Hey, listen, win or lose, you're still putting me to bed tonight.
Tell me that was my fault again.
It was definitely my fault. Take full responsibility.
That's what I thought.
I'm an idiot when it comes to computers.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, John Mollett, Lockup Gym. We will be better, if you know what I mean.
Well,
and I think you do.
Maybe you should stop being bad so much.
Listen, if you keep talking like that, I might just quit this podcast and join the Be Better podcast. I might take my talents elsewhere.
I don't think they'll have you.
Oh, they won't? Okay. Yeah, you're probably right. That looks like me and Tank Barbell will make a Be Bad podcast then.
You're going to be on the D- team podcast.
Yes. Yeah, they wouldn't even have me on the C team.
They won't even let you touch the controls.
Pretty soon, I went from the A team to the F team overnight.
Talk into the microphone and don't touch anything.
Yeah, don't talk too much.
Yes.
All right, well, without further ado, we better get the Wizard of Oz on. He is freezing his ass off.
Do you want to say it's a St. Patrick's Day episode?
This is St. Patty's Day night. We are calling a man from, he is originally 100% Irish. He's 100% Irish.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's probably our friend that has the most Irish, like, straight out of Ireland relatives, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn him up.
I am up.
Tommy!
Can you hear us, Wizard of Oz?
I am here in the Honda CRV studio as we speak. How are we doing, my friend?
Now, I got to report that you were freezing your Irish ass off in your studio.
Could we get this podcast started already?
What happens is, hey, buddy, we'll be recording in 5 minutes, so I shoot out to the car.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting here
I shoot out to the car.
in a garage where the automatic light turns off.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for the phone call.
I could just see you now with your big eyes in there.
Yeah, and it's 30 minutes past that time.
Yes, it is.
We
had a
we
little
happening or not?
Yeah, we had some technical difficulties, brother. We couldn't record again.
But Roy, you have to understand that you missed last week, and we would have all missed you last week because it didn't get to play. At least we got it working, so now we'll hear you.
God, it looks like it's recording weird.
That part is good. And then I liked when Tommy called me and he goes, yeah, so we'll call you in a few minutes now. And then we're calling Pappy and we're three-waying. I'm like, yeah, that's what this problem needs is more technology.
Yeah, I know it. Right?
We need to add more system changes to this equation, I think.
You know what I think is
that
funny
will help.
is everyone gave Tom a hard time. Oh, he doesn't know how to run a podcast. He can't have his own podcast. He did the first 4 like flawlessly. And now all of a sudden we're running into that. Oops, that one didn't even record whatsoever. We were drunker than shit the first one. We had the best audio and best video, and it has only gone downhill since then.
It just got to be completely fucked up to run a good one, I guess.
Yeah. The first one, we had both perfect audio and video, and we have not very often done that since then.
The performance was not great.
Yeah, the performance was terrible.
The performance was lacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Well, we're going to three-way. He's going to come on for about 10 minutes. He wants to tell some. It's St. Patty's Day, you know. He really wanted to come on the air. So I'm going to try to attempt a three-way you guys in right now.
Okay.
Here we go, guys. So this is where the show turns off.
Yeah. So hold your Irish ass. Hold on.
Cheers, Roy. How you doing? Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Cheers, Karen. This is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Roy is now on hold.
All right.
Now I got to merge your calls once he answers. He's probably like, oh, shit, he kicked me off already.
I don't think I've three-way calls. Pappy?
Pappy?
I'm checking my phone to make sure I wasn't hung up on.
All right, both you guys are live. You are merged on. Pappy and Roy, or the old Irish Roy, some bitch. Are you there?
Yes, I am here. Is Pappy there?
Yes. Is this the Wizard of Oz?
This is the Wizard of Oz. Pappy, how we doing?
I hear the
good.
basketball
Nice
games
to talk
behind
to you
Pappy.
again.
Yes,
Pappy,
yes.
turn the
The
games
last
down.
time I think we were talking on this show, we were talking about our Thanksgivings together. Now we are together for St. Patty's Day. What an honor.
Yes, it is a great honor, Wizard of Oz.
What beautiful friends.
Here's a good.
Friends are meeting again through the technology, and Huck and Barbell has put it all together.
Yeah, through the magic of the Huck and Barbell show.
This is great.
What would you
This
gentlemen
is awesome.
say?
What are you doing for your New Year's, or for your New Year's, for your
shit.
St. Patty's Day?
St. Patty's, I'm doing what I always do on St. Patrick's Day.
Getting shit-faced.
I'm drinking beer. I'm watching basketball.
I can hear the game in the background.
I'm eating corned beef and cabbage.
There's a bunch of oddities there.
Tending my tomato plants.
Oh, what a beautiful St. Patty's Day.
What are the tomato plants doing at this time of year?
They're talking to them.
We just started the seedlings. They're just starting to come up right now. They're very, very young.
And
I
what
always
is
start
the
them
most
at St.
exciting
Patty's
part
Day.
of the St. Patty's Day? Is it the basketball, the tomatoes, the corned beef, or the beer?
What'd you say? What's my favorite part?
Yeah, out of those four.
Oh, the beer, of course.
Yeah.
What time did that start today?
No question. 10 o'clock.
No question. Oh, just 5 minutes ago.
By 10 o'clock, I mean.
Oh, 12 hours ago. 10 a.m.
No, in the morning.
Okay, yeah, that was 12 hours
Now
ago.
we're talking.
So we're getting Pappy in prime time then.
And mañana.
12 hours in.
Yeah.
And mañana.
Hey, this isn't. What is this? Cinco de Mayo, Pappy.
Yeah, now we're combining all holidays.
Yeah, that'll be the next holiday we'll be on together with.
Yeah, I've never heard Pappy speak Spanish before.
Yeah, me neither. He's learned well, he got that book he's found online. What do they call that? You know, where you learn something in a week.
Yeah, that's Babbel. I heard that's
Yeah,
what
Babbel.
the show is sponsored by.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No,
by the way,
I had to have Spanish to graduate from my college.
Oh, yeah, that is. And now it's paying off. I'm
Bragger.
So glad he's-
Serious?
he's on there
That was
bragging.
Prerequisite where I couldn't graduate.
Oh, prerequisite.
Did you graduate?
Several of my friends couldn't graduate because they couldn't pass a foreign language. And my friend Bob Boughton,
Oh, Bob
he
Boughton.
couldn't, he didn't even know they was calling his name because they called him Senor Boughton.
Oh my
And
God.
he couldn't even answer that. He had to get out of
He
the
was
class.
confused by the senior.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Senor
he was
Boughton.
confused. He left college. He didn't even finish anything. He just
Yeah.
left.
Spanish got him so confused he left.
Him senior
They called him Senor, and he was so confused.
that he just left the college.
What's he doing now?
Well, he
Pappy?
flunked out.
What's
Remember, he was in one of my classes, and he didn't go all year. And then the final class, he come up to me and said, "Huck," they call me Huck Finn. He said, "Huck, tell the instructor I'm sick, will you please?" I got
Did it pay
the
off?
I got the class, and I
Senor
said,
Boughton?
"Bob Boughton is sick. He won't be here today." And he goes, "Bob Boughton? I scratched him off weeks ago."
What's a guy like that doing right now, Pappy?
He's a prison guard right now.
That reminds me of
Real funny, Pappy.
Pappy when you decided to not teach anymore. Mr. Finn, what did you write on the
Will no
board?
longer be here
Will
anymore.
no longer be here, and then you left.
Yeah, Mr. Fennel will no longer be here.
Sounds about the same story.
Yeah, that was on the chalkboard.
Yes.
I like that.
Mr. Finn will not be here anymore.
Senior Boughton thought he could show up to no classes, just call in sick on the last day.
Yeah, just tell him
Yeah,
I'm
well,
sick.
yeah.
It's just
Look, tell him I'm not going to be there. Will you please? Oh, no problem, Bob.
no problem.
Scratched
Senior.
him off weeks ago. The Bob Boughton, come on. And that wasn't Spanish. That was geography.
That was his good class.
Yeah, that was geography.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you're having a good time
Geography.
over there, Pappy.
Pappy, I can tell that you've enjoyed your beer today. I'm proud of you.
I had a lot. Very good, yeah. I even had a green one.
A green one? Where'd you get that?
I think it's been in the fridge a long time.
It's been in there for 5 years. Senior Boughton dropped it off 10 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, Senior Boughton.
Senior Boughton dropped it off in
Did you-
1974.
Did you go uptown today, Pappy?
Did you know what Senior Boughton's nickname was?
I don't think
Senor.
anybody knows.
Yeah.
Mickey Rooney.
Oh, Mickey Rooney.
Why was that?
He looked just like Mickey Rooney.
Who's that?
So he looked like a 60-year-old man in college?
Senior Boughton looked just like Mickey Rooney.
So, does St. Patty's Day? Does St. Patty's Day
Guys, I'm
episode
not
of
the drunkest
Huck and
one here.
Barbell Show is about Senior Boughton.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been talking about Senior
Looks
Boughton.
like Mickey Rooney impaled on a college.
Yeah.
Pappy,
Yes.
It's already gone off
Father. Father,
the show's already going off the rails.
did you go to the bar today?
No, I did not go to the bar. No.
So you really had a green beer at home? You put in your own diet?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I did.
That's
Yes.
sweet.
Hold
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Hold on. Stop everything. Speaking of green dye,
Oh.
Pappy, you got to tell the story about when you dyed your whole body green accidentally on St. Patty's Day when I was gone. Remember?
Yeah, that was.
You were with like Amanda Morocco and some other idiots
Oh boy.
I was at
and a
the,
one-legged woman.
Yes, I was at
Jesus Christ.
the Lance's bar. What's the name of that?
You're at
Skis.
skis. I was out of town,
Oh, gosh.
and I heard
Yes.
about it. And Pappy
Yeah, I went with
attempted.
Pappy.
Go ahead. Tell the story how you.
So, Pappy, what time do you go to the bar at?
First off, you got the green all over you, and you couldn't get it off for 2 weeks. Tell that because that's
Well,
how.
that day I had somebody had green dye there, and I got into too much of it. I had all over my face and everything.
It dyed his whole
Where's
face
this at? At the
green.
bar?
I was at the Skis pub.
So
Would
you
you-
go to Skis.
Yeah,
And
I just
somebody
go there
has
minding my
green
own
dye.
business. I go there minding my own business. Next thing I know, I'm all green.
Yeah, his whole chin was bright green for 2 weeks.
Rory,
Yeah,
I see that you're trying to get from point A. He's going from A to
Yeah,
Z. Like,
I-
let's get B, C, D.
Well, he gets to
So,
the
like-
bar, right? And
like, who has the dye and what was the dye there for? And,
And
then
it's
how did
at
it get
the bar.
on you?
Well, they had dye, because people wanted to have green beer.
yes.
You're
For
supposed to
the
put like a
beer.
drop in your beer.
Gotcha.
I started drinking that thing.
He drank the whole
Oh.
bottle.
The dye
You drank
alone.
the
dye,
dye,
yeah, I
but you
drank the
spilled
dye.
you spilled the dye when you were drinking the dye.
Yeah.
I had all over my face, and
The chest. I mean, it was dyed his face for literally 2 weeks, I think.
Didn't you say
horrible.
he looked
Yeah.
like, who was a wrestler?
He looked
That
like the
he looked
Incredible
like?
Hulk.
Yeah,
There was like a
Incredible
wrestler
Hulk, yeah.
from like the 70s. They had
Yeah,
like a
terrible. I had to go to work. I had to explain, what was wrong with me.
Yeah.
What job were you working?
I was at NIU, so kids would see me, students.
Yeah. And he was covered in green
Oh,
dye.
So you're
Yeah.
cleaning. You're cleaning the place.
People are giving weird
Yeah,
looks.
green.
You're in the library.
Floors.
I felt like the guy in that commercial, where he's in the doctor's office and he has the dye on his face.
I don't know that
Ever
ever.
seen that commercial?
No.
No, Pappy.
I think you're
Oh,
making
he's,
this up.
No, he has his face painted up like some football team. And as he's sitting in the doctor's office, some little kid
Wait, the orange and
is
blue one?
staring at him.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
orange and blue
The
one
Bears
that's been
one.
on for like 2 years
Kept
straight
staring
now.
at him. He said, I
Yeah.
used the wrong dye. He said.
Yeah, I know you're. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
So I'm picturing Pappy watching a football game and go, finally.
Finally, somebody gets me.
Finally,
Understand
some retribution, yes.
Well, what
what I
happened?
went through.
What happened at the? So you're dyed green. This is St. Patrick's Day, and you're at the bar. I'm not even in town, and you're up there by yourself. And what happens? There was a fight that started. I thought too.
I went with a friend of yours named Jeremiah Kelly.
Oh,
I mean, this was like 20
That is
years ago
not
or
it.
something. I mean,
That's
it was
a
a
problem
long
right
time
there.
ago.
Well, matter of fact, it was Joey's 21st birthday was the next day.
Yeah, so that was like what 18 years
That
ago.
was 17 years
17
ago.
years
Because he
ago.
came into the bar at midnight because he was 21 then.
And then his
He
dad
seemed
is there
all
with green
green.
dye all over his face.
So he finds
very
his,
embarrassed.
he's about to get ripped and finds his father covered in green dye.
He's very upset.
He's very embarrassed. Isn't that your dad, Joey?
No.
No.
He's
No.
showing off the ID
Yeah.
to the bouncer. I can
Wait,
find
you're
my
a
dad.
Finn?
Yeah, 9.5 is the bouncer, that idiot that we knew.
Where he rubs his
Yeah.
belly
He had already
jerk.
been in there for like 2 years. He's like, you're now 21? Shit.
Yes,
Can you take your dad home?
Yeah.
yes, really.
Can you take your dad home on your 21st birthday, sir? Yeah, no, I'll get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
He fucking dyed his whole face green. He won't stop eating all the dye.
Come on, Bob, I'll give you a ride home.
Is that a
Bob
country?
Boughton.
Is that a country bars thing where they have to dye the individual beers, like in cities and
Well-
in bigger towns, they just buy green kegs?
Yeah, you could buy green kegs or you could buy the dye. The small towns, they just put dye in there. It's up to the waitress
Yeah,
to
I
put the
saw a
dye in
guy-
your beer. You want to dye it green? Okay, here you go.
That's terrible.
I saw a guy drink more green beer than I've ever seen in my life before.
Who's that, Bob
You know who
Boughton?
it was?
Bob Boughton.
Senor Button.
Oh my
On
God.
St. Patrick's Day. He's never seen a guy drink that much green beer.
Oh,
Did anything
man.
happen to him?
He started vomiting profusely. Green beer everywhere in the dorms, all over the place.
Oh, Jesus.
Terrible.
So he looked like Andy Rooney. He's drinking green beer. And what
Oh, Mickey
happened to
Rooney.
Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney.
Mickey
Get
Rooney.
your
Who's
Irishman
Mickey
straight.
Rooney?
Wizard.
Yeah, Pappy.
He's
Who-
a-
Mickey
isn't-
Rooney. I'm
isn't-
thinking of
Comedian?
Andy Rooney from 60
No,
Seconds.
Mickey Rooney's
Oh,
a
Mickey Rooney. He's an old
actor.
actor.
I don't know that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You never seen
I was thinking Andy Rooney from 60 Minutes or whatever.
Oh, remember the guy that was in the boys' school?
I was thinking-
Mickey Rooney.
In the
I
boys'
gotta
school.
look this guy up.
Remember boys' school?
No.
You mean,
Boy-
Boys
Pappy.
Town?
No, Pat.
No.
Boys Town.
isn't that
Also-
isn't that a
also
gay
no.
neighborhood in Chicago?
Yes.
That's where Mickey Rooney's
Yeah.
at.
That's where Bob Boughton.
Yeah, that's where Bob Boughton lives
He
now.
lives with Mickey Rooney.
Actually, he lives in Farmington, Illinois right now.
Can you give his address?
I just went by Farmington the other day.
That's down by Peoria.
Yeah.
It's right next to Peoria.
Hell, we might as well four-way him. What's his number?
Yeah.
Wonder what he's doing tonight.
He's rocking.
He's a very popular man in Peoria.
Yeah, he's a Spanish teacher there, I heard.
No, he never graduated, Tommy. He worked at the prison, my friend.
Oh, God.
Whose idea was it to start with this?
So this was the St. Patrick's Day story.
God, I hope this is recording.
It is.
That was a good story. I mean,
That was great.
I like that. Yeah.
So didn't somebody get in a fight with a one-legged woman in there that same day?
that was Coca-Cola Cowboy. He got in a fight with a one-legged woman in Chicago on a trip. This was
Sorry,
a
I'm
different
just
St.
looking up who
Patrick's Day.
Mickey Rooney was.
Yeah.
Do you know what year Mickey Rooney was born?
1920.
1920.
For real? How the hell did I guess that?
You don't know who Mickey Rooney? He died in 2014.
Jesus, he lived a
five-
long life.
He was 5'2".
Oh, is that the
Jesus.
guy? Is that the guy from Wizard of Oz?
He's in things. I don't know what he's in. I know he's in things. Roy, do you have?
You see the
Roy, do you
dwarf
have
in
it
Wizard of
looked up?
Oz?
I will look up his.
He was the main dwarf in Wizard of Oz.
Let's see.
No, he was not
in,
Wizard of Oz.
He was in Pete's Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Pete's
see.
Dragon. Come on, Tommy. Get your boobies straight.
Shit, I was
Just
way
so
off.
we're clear,
trying to
I'm
see if
showing
any
Tom
of
a
these-
picture of
You're way
Mickey
off.
right
That is
now.
awesome.
Have you heard- Tommy, have you? Yeah, he was in a movie in 1938 called Love Fucking Sandy Harden.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh,
that
I
one.
saw that one.
Yeah. Pappy
Yeah.
always used to play that for us.
He was at breakfast at
Judge
Tiff.
Hardy and Son in 1939.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah, I heard that music video.
Yeah, I mean, I met him in 1972. I mean, so it's not that.
Yeah,
far.
he
Well,
looked
you went to
just like
school,
Mickey Rooney.
Pappy,
Yeah,
have
this
you
guy
ever
looks
met
just
any?
like him.
Pappy,
Yes.
have you ever met anyone else famous?
Oh, I've met a lot of famous people.
Tell us the story.
Well,
I met Wilt Chamberlain. I met Wilt Chamberlain one time.
How'd that go?
Oh, he was a very nice guy.
Where'd you meet him?
Chicago Stadium.
Who's
After a
the-
Bulls game. I
How about,
stayed after, and we met him, and he came out in a full-length fur coat. It was
Did you
the middle
say
of the
anything to
winter.
him?
Yeah, I said, "Hey, Wilt, can I have your autograph?" He said, "Sure," and he signed it, Wilt.
You got that?
Yeah,
That ad, I've never seen that.
real nice guy, Wilt Chamberlain.
There we go. Wilt and
I met Wilt Chamberlain, and I met.
Hold on. I know one you met that will really impress Roy. You met Janet from Three's Company.
oh,
Yes, I
now
did.
we're
I met
talking.
her.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did.
Yeah, I
I
did.
met her at the Indy 500.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's happening when you meet her?
A lot of booze.
I just up said, "Hey, how's it going?" She said, "Hi, how are you?"
Weren't you just like in the pit, or in the in-track part?
The infield.
I was
Yeah.
in the infield. But see,
And
this
she
one
was
year, somehow these cars got mixed up, and they were driving through the infield.
there?
Just that one year, and they was driving through the infield. I got misdirected or something.
So
Yeah.
They was,
race cars.
and they was stopped right in the
Misdirected
end,
into
and we're
the
up there
crowd.
talking to them.
And then,
And Janet from Three's Company was in one of the cars.
and didn't and,
Janet was there. Jamie Farr, Klinger was in one of them.
and didn't Uncle Minigan have a big sign that said "Show me your tits"?
Yes, and Janet was not very impressed.
yeah. I remember that.
But I did meet Jimmy Dean was there too. You ever heard of Jimmy Dean?
Yeah,
The
sausage.
sausage.
He's it.
Yeah,
The
he was
singer.
in there. And he, guess what he said to me?
I don't know if I could guess that, Pappy.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't.
drinking a PBR, okay, and he comes up and I say, "Hey, Jimmy," he goes, "Hey, give me a swig of that PBR, will you?"
For real? And he drank some of your beer?
Yeah, so I said, "Yeah, here you go." And he took a big swig
That's
out of it,
awesome.
give it back to me.
Wait, is this seriously the sausage guy?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
And he was
Dean
a
did
singer too, right?
Yeah, you never heard Big John?
Big John.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
Bad John.
No,
Bad
of
John,
course.
Yeah. Jimmy
Yeah.
Dean he was famous.
Oh, yeah. He drank some of your PBR. That's a good story, Pappy.
Yeah, he
That
just said, "Hey,
is.
man, give me a swig of that PBR, will you?" I
That's
said,
a real man right there, taking somebody's beer, just taking a drink out of it, giving it right back to you.
Yeah, in the pit of the Indy 500.
Man, nobody would do that.
he doing that today?
Yeah. Hell no.
Mm-mm.
No, that really happened. I wish I had a movie of it, but
Yeah.
back then we didn't have the movies,
Yeah, you didn't have Instagram.
You know what I
or
mean?
You didn't have Instagram or anything like that.
No, all we had was like a brownie camera.
Yeah.
I got a picture of I think some of that stuff, but not him and drinking beer with me.
So what was your this is St. Patrick's Day night. What was your favorite St. Patrick's Day that you can remember?
Oh, my favorite of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, I might go back with Senor Boughton. I don't know. Well, I remember I wrecked my car on St. Patty's, I remember.
What?
Oh God, how did that happen?
How old were you,
But-
Pappy?
Oh, probably like
67.
25.
Oh, I thought he was going to say 67.
Remember, I was driving home from Maurice Blue. I was going to get a pizza at Sam's.
Oh God, Sam's was
Oh,
open
man.
when you're 25 years old.
Yeah, Sam's been open for like 50 years.
Jesus Christ. Sam's Pizza is a local pizza joint in Sycamore, IL. That
I
Pappy
pulled in there,
visits to all
and
the time.
they had this old light post, where the light post used to be. There's a cement.
Yeah,
Where it
They
used to
ran
be
in
before
front of
you
the
hit
light
it.
yeah,
I ran
There
into it.
used to be one.
yeah, where it used to be.
I ran into it, and I got hung up on it. I broke my oil pan.
Oh, jeez.
I could not move.
Oh, I remember you telling me that story. You pointed it out when we'd pick up a pizza when I was younger.
Yeah, I think it's still there. And
Yeah, it is.
Good.
The oil pan's still there.
Gee, son, it looks like
But
someone
the
has
police
crashed
are
into
following
that.
me.
Yeah, I swear to God, he's pointed that out before.
Police are following me, and they've laughed about it.
And so
What?
what did they do when they caught you at Sam's?
They was following me. They pull up and start laughing and said, "Hey, Ben dog, get in there. We'll get you right home."
God,
And
good old
so
days.
is your car like
You've got
up
a
on the
story.
light post at that point?
Yeah, I had to go back and get it the next day. I had to get my old man help me go down there. We had to jack the thing up, and then push it off.
What did the Sam's owner say?
But I did get my pizza that night.
Oh, that's good. As long as you
Well,
got that
I mean,
pizza,
that's what-
Pappy.
Did
I
you
rode
still
home in the
have
police
that
car.
free 12-inch cheese pizza?
Yeah, that
No, I
mysterious
didn't get that. I
coupon.
wish I'd remembered that. That I didn't have the coupon.
Tommy always has this mysterious coupon where you get a free pizza every time.
Like father, like son, Tom would always have to stop at the gas station on the way home from the bars when we were younger. And not a time went by that he didn't tap his front end into like whatever, the handicap sign. He would pull into the handicap spot. I'm just running in for a snack and, a dip
And
or
like
whatever. the
7
hell.
tins of chew and a bag of Doritos.
Right. And he would seriously like
Yep.
tap the
Yeah.
handicap
Little
sign
tap,
every
tap,
time.
tap.
Oh, hopefully the police didn't see that as I'm on my way home from the bar.
Yeah. I'm
Got
not
the
proud
bag
of that.
of Doritos. Yep. There you go, Tommy.
God, Doritos.
Happy, what was the thing you would do with like Sam's? So I can't remember. It was like you had to move where like in case you were passed out, like they would still like you would still pay.
Where in case he was passed out, he was passed out every time they came to the house.
In case.
Yeah.
No,
So
it
what
was-
was it though?
Roy
I
is
put
being
the
polite.
check on the mantle.
He pinned it with a tack on the mantle.
I put my check in the mantle, and then they come in, put it on the stove, and then take the check.
That's,
So the delivery man
That
would
a lot
walk
of
into the
time.
house.
Yeah, Pappy would be passed out on the couch right there.
well, first off, I think you have to say the ordering process. So like we're referring to the 12-inch cheese pizza.
So 895-6121 is the phone number. I remember that by heart because Pappy made me remember it.
And
Oh,
you
I
would
had an
order a
ongoing
pizza
deal.
and always say you had a 12-inch free 12-inch cheese pizza.
We'd always have the
coupon.
mysterious coupon. I have a coupon here for a free 12-inch.
Ooh,
And they
okay.
always took
Tommy
it,
always has this coupon.
and they never had one.
Never had one.
I just made it up.
And would
But-
you pay with a check and you would put the thumbtack on the mantle?
No, I wasn't thumbtacking. I just put it on the mantle.
Oh, I remember
They
you
knew where was
thumbtacking
at.
it too, Pappy. It was,
So for
Maybe I did
for those
sometimes, but
so those of the listeners who've never been into Pappy's house, you walk in the front door and you're in the living room, and then you have to pass the mantle, and then you pass that, and the couch is over to the left where Pappy's passed out, and then you pass that, you get to the kitchen.
yeah.
So the pizza delivery man had to have walked through the house
He'd take-
into the kitchen,
yeah.
put it in the oven for Pappy to
take his
keep
check.
warm. Then on his way out, grabbed the check off the mantle and headed out. So
Yeah.
we're not talking a front step delivery here.
No. So I'd remember coming home, maybe at 3 a.m, and I always check that oven just in case
Yeah.
Pappy ordered pizza. I'd see him pass out on the couch, and sure enough, there'd be a fucking pizza in there for me.
I remember coming
Yeah.
back with you and us like eating pizza like this. Yeah.
There's a Sam's in here. Pappy's passed out.
And he paid for it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
that was great. That was some of my
Happy-
best
I'd always
memories.
leave a $1 tip too.
Yeah,
I'd
$1
say,
he'd
Oh
tip
my
him.
God, that's
Yeah,
terrible.
except one night he accidentally gave him $100. I remember.
Yeah, I did.
So what'd you do with that?
That guy was dumb enough to come back.
He goes, "Hey, sir, you gave
And
me
he said you
$100."
paid me too much.
Yeah, I thought I'd give him $1. I gave him $100.
$1 tip, Pappy.
And so so he said you gave me too much, and what'd you do?
I gave him $1 tip, took the $100 back.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Thank you for your honesty.
Here's a
Here's
dollar.
your $1 tip.
Those guys had to work extra hard to bring him into his house.
Yeah, he had to spend
Yeah.
more money in gas.
Yeah.
Bring the $100 back.
Yeah,
I
what
know.
an idiot. I would have never went back.
I know. Sometimes Pappy would walk through the golf course to get there because it was. If you could cut through the golf course where Pappy lives, it's across the street, and you go on the 8th fairway on the other side of the pin there or the flag. There's Sam's Pizza.
You've,
Yeah.
you've made us walk home
Yeah,
from there before.
we've walked there
like
many
when
times.
Tom and I were just dating.
Yeah.
I'd take
Yep.
Karen back with a pizza, and we'd watch Teen Wolf or something in my
Pizza and
bedroom.
Bosco sticks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, hey, watch Teen Wolf again, Karen. It was a great movie.
He was a real big fan of that or like anything with Chris Elliott. And I'm like,
Oh yeah, Cabin Boy or Teen Wolf.
And,
these are
what was the
terrible
show, Get a Life?
choices.
Yeah, Get a Life. We'd watch a lot of that. I had it on
I-
DVD.
Thank
Sure.
God I've never seen that. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Hey there, little girl. Would you like to buy a monkey? Monkeys are on sale 2 for $1.
Yes. Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, no. I'd always, we'd watch that a lot on repeat. That's all I had on DVD. I had that big, beautiful, big screen in there too, like the one on wheels. It was my college dorm room. Pappy, don't mind Pappy. He's passed out on the couch. I think he peed the couch again.
What did you say, Boughton? Senor Boughton?
So I'm just trying to think of like what you're naming this episode, and is it Senior Boughton,
God.
Pizza, or get Chris Elliott?
Yeah.
Like, it's got a lot of places to go here.
Yeah,
Chris Elliott's good.
I don't even know where I'd go with it. I guess. I mean, first we
We'll
just
see
say
how the rest of it
St.
shakes
Patty's Day
out.
with the Wizard of Oz and Pappy.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I think it's got to be called the episode's got to be called Senior Boughton.
Yeah, Senior Boughton. We find out who Senior Boughton is.
Introducing
Yes.
Senior Boughton.
Yeah.
Senor Boughton.
Oh my God.
The search for Senior Boughton.
So
Yep.
you're saying your favorite St. Patty's Day, Pappy, was when you drove home and you hit something.
Oh, no, I ain't saying that. No, you.
I thought that's what you said. I asked what your favorite St. Patty's Day was.
That's one of my most memorable ones because
Oh.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah. Right.
No.
So what?
I don't know what my memorable ones were. I don't know. I can't remember a lot of them.
Well, yeah, probably.
Well,
I
but
mean,
you
they're-
did a good job.
I don't know.
I don't know that
Pappy,
you're going to
did you
remember
like
it,
going
anybody.
out on St. Patrick's Day? Because I feel like now, like, it is way too crowded to go out to any place. Or was it, like, the same back in the 80s, 70s, or is it, like...
I don't think it was as big back in them days.
Yeah, like, it would
It
just
was
be...
big,
like,
but not
more-
the way it is now, you know.
yeah, it's
Yeah, you
crazy
can't
now.
even, like, move in places.
Yeah, back then, it was like a regular night at the bar, you know.
But Senior Boughton's drinking green beer and throwing up.
I remember he did that at Elmhurst. Yeah, I remember he did that actually in St. Charles.
Drinking green beer and throwing up in St. Charles.
We went to St. Charles, or somebody had a friend there, I remember, and
A friend, like a
and I
girl.
remember, no, it's like some kind of party out there,
Yeah.
and we went and took a carload. Senor Boughton had a car, so we loaded in his car.
What kind of car did he have?
I think he had like a 70
Ford Pinto.
Oldsmobile or something, it seemed. I don't know.
Oh, like a big old car, like on Animal House.
Yeah, one of them big ones. Yeah, like Animal House.
Yeah.
Yeah, Animal House.
Yeah, light myself on fire.
I still remember him chugging of some guy in St. Charles and beating him. I remember that.
He was what in the guy?
Chugging a beer and
No,
beating him.
chug. They had a chugging race.
Oh,
of
chugging. I
Bob
thought
Boughton.
you meant in a car race. Okay, chugging a beer.
No, I remember Boughton was beat him in a chugging race. I remember. The guy blew beer all over the kitchen. I remember. He's trying to beat Senior Boughton.
Yeah.
I mean, he could really chug beer for only being 5'2". He could really blow the beer down.
Blow the beer down. I never called that.
Starring in Weekend at Tiffany's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only being 5'2", he could really blow the beer down. Brother
He
Boughton.
played football at Elmer's College.
What position would a 5'2" player?
Nose tackle.
Middle linebacker.
Jesus.
What was your record?
Oh, we got second place the year I played. We got second place. Yeah.
Senior Boughton's holding it down.
Well, he didn't play. He was admitted he never played.
He never played.
It was like Rudy.
Yeah.
Rudy for Elmhurst.
The Rudy of
he
Elmhurst
was
College.
Yeah. I remember last game of the year, we went to Carthage College,
Yeah.
and the winner was the champion of the league. And I remember Bob Boughton, all he talked about the whole week was going to the strip joint up there after the game.
What happened, Pappy?
A guy named Joe Saya. That's all I talked about.
Sounds like you're about to start crying.
Remember,
He's getting emotional. He's crying.
we lost 38-0. It was a championship game.
Where is this show going?
It's getting good. Karen, be quiet.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to mute you.
Bob Boughton and the show Saya didn't care.
Is Pappy still there?
I don't know. I just hear like you two cackling,
Oh my gosh.
catching your breath and crying. I think. Pappy,
Pappy's
Thomas Senior.
Pappy's gone.
No, for real. Where is he? Guys, is he still? He's Pappy. You're still. On
I'm
the
crying
line.
now on the show. I think
Dude, I'm crying in my CRV right now. Oh my god.
you loser. I think we've lost Pappy.
Wait, you guys
That
crying
was
over the
very-
loss
I've
of
never
Pappy?
heard Pappy get that emotional before. Oh my god.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I know. And what a way to end the St. Patty's Day show. He just Irish goodbye. He just left.
Pappy, what? You cannot leave this story hanging.
What? So he said.
Can we
Sorry,
recap this? Like, let's recap.
I am crying.
No, we cannot recap. We haven't even heard what happened.
We lost.
Okay.
So,
We lost
he's
38-0.
yeah, so we lost.
Pappy, where did you
Bob
go?
Boughton, he didn't care. All he wanted to do was go to the strip joint.
Oh God.
And he never rode the bus home.
What sound is that?
I don't know. I can't stop crying. I love how Pappy's telling the story. He's getting so emotional because they lost. Bob Boughton all he cared about was going to a strip joint. So what happened next, Pappy?
So he didn't ride the bus home?
No, he never rode the bus home. I never seen him again.
How has it been this many years? I've never heard about Bob Boughton in my life. Like, Tom, have you ever heard about Bob Boughton?
Oh, I've heard of Mickey Rooney. I didn't know his real name. I've never seen him again the rest of my life.
That was so sad.
It's a sad story, but
That's very sad. Oh, wow.
that's true, my friend.
Jesus.
Okay, I got to sign off now. Okay? I got to go.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, brother.
I'll see you, Wizard of Oz.
Thank you, Pappy. Sorry for your loss.
You no problem.
Tom, stop making that sound. Tom sounds like a dog. Roy, what just happened? Roy. Wizard of Oz. I don't know what just happened there.
I'm sorry. I've never seen Pappy get that emotional before. Wow, jarring. That is jarring.
I took a really bad time to be texting on my phone, and
Holy
then somehow
shit.
like, you guys are making weird noises.
Dude,
God damn, I've never cried like that openly weeping on a podcast.
I mean, that's what St. Patty's Day is for, man. Like,
God.
it's like
What
getting
a
that all out
story.
of your system.
He
Like,
did.
Karen's asking, like, have you ever heard? Like, no, Pappy's been holding this back.
He
I've
has.
never heard about
You
Bob
could tell.
before, ever. I could name you, I mean,
Wow.
all of us, anyone who's ever listened to Pappy talk.
Oh, shit, Pappy's still on.
Yeah, Pappy felt like that's what I loved. He said it and then he left.
Yeah.
And then he just came back on like he never stopped.
No, I think he had to take a moment because he was getting too emotional.
Yeah, he had to. I also think he ordered a Sam's Pizza. Like, well,
Hold on, Sam's
doorbell
Pizza guy's
rang.
here. He just gave
I
$1.
heard in the background like I have a free coupon for a 12-inch cheese.
I thought I heard the same, brother. We need the coupon this time, Mr. Finn. I don't know where it's at.
Coupon, sir, and we're not walking in your house.
Yeah.
We have young employees.
Yeah, this is bullshit. Oh my God, I can't believe that story about Bob Boughton. I love how you at the end when you said
38-0, and he
didn't care. He didn't care. He goes like that.
Dude,
He didn't care.
I mean, I think you got to make a shirt like Bob Boughton, 38-0.
Yeah, right.
R.I.P.
He didn't care. All he cared about was that strip joint.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Bob Boughton.
Rest in peace.
And I like how you go, I'm sorry for your loss, Mr. Finn.
Sorry for your loss. Oh my God.
I gotta go now. I gotta go.
Gentlemen,
I gotta sign off, he says.
I don't think that this is how we anticipated the St. Patrick's Day episode
Oh,
going.
Yeah,
God, that was-
and Pappy said he needed to tell a story.
Yeah,
he
he did.
needed to get that off his chest, dude.
After 50 years, he finally got it off his chest. He never
Yeah.
saw him again.
About a guy who looked like somebody from the 1920s.
That was so good. He wouldn't give it up either. The whole time he kept bringing Bob Boughton back up. We thought we were done, but then he comes right back with it again.
We didn't. It's
Yeah.
been weighing on him today. It must have been just he's drinking,
Yeah,
and then
oh,
it's
yeah.
just like so
He just had to keep coming back to it. Like, yeah, anything we mentioned, like, oh, I like pizza. You know who liked pizza?
Yeah.
about
Bob
him.
Boughton.
Son of a bitch is only 5'2", but man, he could down the beer.
Yeah, I drove my car over a lamppost at Sam's Pizza. You know who also drove a car?
Yeah, Bob Boughton. Mickey Rooney. We called him Mickey Rooney. He looked just like Mickey Rooney.
Oh.
Looked like
I showed Tom a picture of Mickey Rooney, and he shuddered.
God. It was awesome.
He shut it.
Every time I kept talking about Bob Boughton or Mickey Rooney, I kept thinking of that old man in my head. The
Yeah.
picture I saw. God, that was very emotional, man. Whew.
Very
Wow.
emotional.
I don't even know where
was
to go
not
from there.
expecting, yeah, to cry like that. Wow. That was-
Were you crying too?
I had to keep holding I was getting too emotional.
He just got something in both of his eyes.
I had to take my headset off and wipe my eyes. I was laughing
You
and
were
crying
like
so hard.
making a.
I was laughing
were-
so hard.
I don't know
and,
what
like,
you were
wheezing.
doing. You sounded like a dog that was getting hurt.
I was trying
so
not
like-
to laugh, and it was yeah.
I don't know what sound you
Yeah.
were making. It
I was
very
trying not to
strange.
laugh, and it kept coming out.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's jarring when you see like a father figure like that. Like get that emotional.
Yeah,
It's
at that
hard to-
age,
Yeah.
still, man.
Jeez, he's been holding it back.
50
Wow.
years.
Hey,
What
so
a St. Patty's Day episode.
God, what? You're not kidding,
Yeah.
brother.
hey Roy,
Yeah.
what's your best St. Patty's Day memory?
Oh, you can't beat that. I mean, come
I
on.
know.
I mean, I would say, gosh,
Right
I
now?
gotta go back to like
Today?
10 minutes ago
We're talking about Bob Boughton.
when I was sitting in my CRV. You know another guy who used to have a car? Senor Bob Boughton.
You know, they just didn't like him because his name is Senor.
Yeah.
He never passed. Like, there was all
He
those
quit.
hopes and dreams he kept pinning on him.
Yeah.
Like he never graduated. He never made it back.
Yeah.
Like, wow, what an inspirational tale.
Yeah.
So much. Yeah, youth lost there from a guy born in the 1920s.
That was awesome, man.
So, yeah, that was awesome. All right.
God damn.
Yeah.
What was your favorite? What's your favorite memory, Roy, of St. Patty's Day?
I mean, like the only one that comes to mind, even like if we're just talking with us, was like that time me and you went to. Was it the Southside Parade?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Southside
yeah.
Irish Parade.
Oh my
God,
You
that
were-
was awesome.
Dude,
Roy, you were dumb
it
enough to bring Tom there. You had to know he
Oh,
was gonna get
It
lost.
was the dumbest decision. Like, so it is like
It was
one
his
of those.
biggest regret of his life.
It was like,
Great
well,
story. Great story, though.
Yeah, it's like one of those ones in March where it's like 70-something degrees in Illinois. So, like, everybody's in T-shirts, like, finally winter's behind us. Great time to be outside. Parade's going. Everybody's down in beers. We're having a blast. Hanging out, meeting people. We don't know anybody there.
Yeah.
So that's at what? Probably 10 in the morning.
I remember some girl took my hat. I had my favorite Bears hat I ever had. Some girl took it. I was very upset. It was a white Bears hat. I still remember that hat.
That was great.
I was upset for years after that somebody took that hat.
Well, yeah. So it was a great day, having the time of our lives, meeting all these people. Well, then what? Probably like 7 hours into drinking, we're going into bars.
Yeah.
Things are starting to get hazy, stuff like that. We have cell phones at this point, and we're hanging out with your dad's buddy Bull, right?
Yeah, Bull
Lipner.
And he's like showing us around
Senor Bowden.
places. Senor Bowden.
We didn't get the privilege to meet him.
And so we're like going to bars and stuff like that. Well, me and Bull are just hanging out. I'm starting to fade. I'm like, I'm wasted as fuck. And we can't find Tommy anywhere. And like Bull's like, I can't find him. Like, I can't find him either. So we're just like, an hour goes by.
Bull called my dad.
Huh?
Bull called Pappy at one point.
Yes. I kept calling you and could not get a hold of you.
My
Nobody
phone
can
had
get
died.
a hold of you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, at this point, I'm either going to like pass out finding you or I have to go home. Like, so I'm like, I've got to go home. So I order a cab.
And this is far away too.
Yes, it's like probably 35-minute ride.
Yeah.
To get back to my place.
Yeah. He lived out in the suburbs.
I lived out
you were
in
even
like
further.
Berwyn at that.
Well, I was staying with Coughlin that weekend.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He came out to visit me. So like he's coming back to my place and I cannot find him anywhere. And I'm like going to pass out drunk if I do not get home. So like I order the cab and like I'm falling asleep in the cab ride as it goes, like, and it's turning dark outside.
Because
like,
we literally started drinking like 6 a.m. up on the north side.
Yes.
So
it's
a long day.
It's starting to get dark. I can see my apartment, and then all of a sudden, my phone, bzz, 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 Fin Dog. I'm like, what the fuck?
I finally
calls me right now after I've tried calling him 100 times. Answer it. Hey, Roy, where are you?
God.
I'm like, I'm in a cab. He's like, oh, definitely pick me up, brother. Definitely pick me up. And he's like, yep, I'm here. I'm in the street. I'm like, bud, I am at my apartment right now. He's like, no, I can see you. I'm waving to you. I am in the street. I am waving at you right now. I can see you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I am at my apartment, but I do not see you.
Yeah, I can see you. I'm waving. Can't you see me?
Yeah, I am waving. I am in a street waving. Do you see me? I'm like, no, I do not. But then you had like a crazy, I'm like, I texted you my address.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I will leave my door open.
Right.
Like unlocked.
With a boot in it.
And you told me to
Just
get a
tell
cab.
the taxi place to come here.
Yeah. So I got to a bar to my best recollection. What do you say? Recollection.
Nope.
Erection.
Just keep
Man,
going.
re-erection.
Just keep
So
going.
somehow somebody had a charger, so I plugged my phone in at a bar, and my phone comes back on because my phone had died. Back then, your phone only lasted like 2 hours. I mean, it was like the beginning of cell phones, right?
Yeah.
So they didn't last like all day like they do now. So I get my phone charged. That's when I called Roy, and he tells me, here's the address, show the cab driver this, and they'll take you there. I said, okay. So I go outside, and I don't know how to fucking hail a cab or whatever, so I'm out there yelling for a cab on the side of the street. I'm in Chicago, south side of Chicago somewhere. No idea where I'm at. Fucking drunker than hell. And these two guys come out. They're like, hey, you need a ride? And I'm like, yeah. And I go, but I'm going to, this is the address. They go, yeah, we could take you there. Come on. So I go, all right. So I hop in the back of this guy's car, and Roy's in the south suburbs, right? And I'm on the south side of Chicago right now at a bar. And I get in the back of this car, and I'm just sitting back there, and these guys aren't really talking to me. They're like, talking to each other, and I'm kind of noticing where we're at. And I look around, and I see fucking Wrigley Field. We're headed the way wrong direction at this point. And
you're going toward like the lake.
Sober enough to know I'm going the wrong way. What the fuck is going on? So I go, where the fuck are we going? And the guy looks back at me, he goes, oh, don't worry about it. We got to make a stop. Why would you go like 20 minutes north to make a stop somewhere? So I don't know what the fuck they're going to do to me. So in my head, I'm like, I better get the fuck out of here right now. So the next stop sign, they hit a stop sign. I fucking run out of that car as fast as I could and find the nearest bar and ran inside. And I said these guys were going to fucking rape and kill me when I went in there. And everybody's fucking going, what? What's going on? These guys are going to rape and kill me. I don't know what the hell's going on. And I told the bartender, I think, I need a cab to get home. So they got me a cab, and I got in the cab, and then I finally got in a cab. And when I got in that cab, there was a woman, like, passed out in this cab. As, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, the lady was just drunk and passed out in there, and the cab driver's just still driving her around.
Just kept making her rounds.
I have no idea what the hell's going on. So I hop in the cab.
Now, Tommy, tell the nice part. That woman was Karen.
Yeah, now
that
would have been hilarious. then I imagine we somehow found Karen. Yeah.
That was not a part of your life until you were 25.
No, so the guy drives me back, and I probably have $30 on me or something, right? And we get to Roy's address, and he's up in an apartment looking out the window. And I pull in, and the guy's like $65 or something. And I give him my money, and I go, that's all I got. And he starts yelling at me. He was like a different nationality. And he starts yelling at me, and I was like, that's all I got, man. I'm out of here. And then I left, and he's fucking still yelling at me. I left. I gave him like $30 or something, and off I went into Roy's apartment. That was the end of the night. Lucky to survive that one.
Yeah, great St. Patty's Day.
God, that was a hell of a St. Patty's Day. Only time I'd ever been to the Southside Irish Parade. They shortly, a few years after, they stopped doing it for like 10 years.
Yeah.
But I remember we stayed the first night at your brother's. He had an apartment up by Wrigley Field there. And that morning, he took us to a bar across the street from Wrigley Field, and it was like 6 a.m., and we paid money to get on a bus, a school bus, to go to the Southside Irish Parade. They took us all there, free beer on the school bus. I remember having my own case of beer.
Jesus.
Yeah,
remember?
I remember you, so you were going with giant bus of partygoers.
Yeah.
6 in the morning, and, they just put, 6 cases in the middle.
Yeah.
And then you just took the one case. You're like, this one's mine.
Yeah, this one's mine. It's coming with me.
Everybody's like, oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. And I remember when we got there, all the buses, there's a lot of school buses going there, from these bars. And we're all pulling in the same area where the start of the parade is or something. And the police get on the bus, and they make an announcement and saying, we're not putting up with any bullshit this year. There'll be no fucking pissing in public. There's going to be no exposures, all this stuff. And I go, fuck you, we're getting drunk, blah, blah, blah. Get off the bus. And everybody gets off the bus. People start pissing in public immediately. I mean, within seconds of the cops saying that. And I'm like, man, this is heaven. This is awesome. This is what life is all about, brother. This is the Irish Parade.
Yeah.
God.
That was a hell of a day.
Yeah, that was definitely one of my most memorable St. Patty's days of all time.
Yeah. Great.
Sure.
Yeah. When you get that in Illinois, it's the best.
I've got one.
Go on.
So I went to University of Illinois.
Oh, jeez.
I know shit.
How many you have today? You're making fun of Pappy. My God.
I went to the University of Illinois for college, and we had something there called
Say that again 3 times fast.
Unofficial St. Patrick's Day.
Uh-huh.
So because who knows if St. Patrick's Day would be on a Tuesday, or if it was going to be on spring break, or it was going to be this, or it was going to be that. University of Illinois threw a hell of a party every single year. I guess it was maybe the second Friday of March. Always, that was just the tradition. And even in September, we threw a halfway to unofficial party because, bars and money and drunk and whatever. So I went to college. It was my freshman year, and coincidentally, it was my birthday, because I have a March birthday, was on the Friday of unofficial St. Patrick's Day. And
Bob Boughton was there.
There are days that it snows on my birthday. There are days that it is hot. There are days of all of in the middle. It was 73 degrees, and like we said, we know how the beer flows when all of us people
wine.
from Illinois finally are in 70 degrees for the first time ever. So it's 70 degrees. The bars open at 8. And U of I, you don't need to be 21 to go to the bar. You have to be 19. And if you're 18, you just have a friend get you an ID that says you're 19. It's really easy to get a fake 19-year-old
That's
ID.
illegal.
Neither here nor there. So the entire campus starts drinking at 8 a.m. Kegs and eggs, and everything is green. Starts immediately all over the whole campus, except that if you're in a class that has like whatever mandatory attendance, those are the only suckers. And I had one of those, but I was at the bar as soon as it was over. It's just so fun. Like everyone is drunk and everyone's passed out so early, and everyone's having such a good time. They stopped that. Even when my brother started going to college,
Well,
not that many years after me, they don't even like start unofficial until I don't know midnight or not midnight. Shit. Noon or 3 or
well, they have to quit everything.
they
Anything
have, like,
that's fun.
anything that's fun they don't even do anymore.
Yeah, that's
Unofficial St. Patrick's Day was the biggest holiday. Like I'm a grown mother,
Yeah, it was a long
lady.
time ago, and she still loves it.
and I'm like, why can't it be unofficial today? Why can't I have kegs and eggs today? Like, this isn't a good St. Patrick's Day. This sucks because
Yeah.
it's just not as good as it used to be. I don't know.
That sounds
Same-
like an old timer.
I know, right?
It's just not as good as it used to be.
This is not.
This has been a great St. Patty's Day, Mrs. Barbell.
Well,
We heard all about Bob Boughton. Brother Wizard of Oz is in his car puking his guts out.
I made a nice
You made a-
Irish
Yeah, the
dinner
car's
for
been
the
running for an
family.
hour.
You made a beautiful dinner.
I made a nice Irish dinner for the family.
where we just did a whole episode here that's probably not recorded.
Yeah.
Hard telling what happened to Pappy.
Good.
Yeah.
He's crying
The
into
best,
Brenda's arm right now.
Yeah, he probably is. He's probably crying to Mama Barbell or Grandma Barbell, whatever she wanted to be called.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Wizard of Oz, we should probably let you go. Your 20-minute segment is up.
Yeah, I thought originally I was only booked for 5.
Yeah, well, it started at 5, then went to 15. Now it's 2 hours.
You get the first 5 Pappy's going on for 10.
Yeah,
So-
We
God.
might need to renegotiate your contract.
Yeah, once you get those that shirt idea
Jesus.
for Senior Boughton, like I'm really picturing that, like the 28 never forget, 28-0.
35-0, brother. Get that right. Yeah,
Or
Bob,
like I'm
God.
picturing his face on a milk carton.
I think Pappy a long time ago had a Bob Boughton Day.
Are you kidding?
They had Bob Boughton Day like the
That
brothers
has
did.
to put it on Instagram, and we will celebrate.
Yeah,
it.
Bob Boughton Day. I don't know what it would be. I guess not
Yeah,
going to
we-
Spanish class and going to the strip joint.
Next week we will find this out.
Yeah, we'll find out who Bob Boughton is if he's still alive. He will be on the air next week, live with
He
Pappy.
says
We'll
he's
see
a prominent figure in an Illinois city.
Yeah, he's Peoria.
We'll see
Yeah.
Pappy tomorrow. We can ask him
Yeah, we will see Pappy tomorrow if he's still capable of talking.
if he's
Yeah,
coherent.
follow on Instagram for all details.
Yes. Well, this is your longest segment ever, Wizard of Oz. Congratulations, you've almost made it 1 hour, 52 minutes.
What an accomplishment.
Yes.
It was the St. Patty's Day. I was feeling it. So
God
you
damn.
guys enjoy the St. Patty's Day.
All right, brother.
Same to you, brother. Thank you.
We will.
All right,
We'll see you
goodbye,
later.
Guys.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Man, Jesus, what a. I like how I'm getting a text from you 46 minutes ago that Pappy is drunk. Oh, come on. That's your father-in-law.
Yeah. Well,
He was feeling good at St. Patty's Day.
He was feeling remorseful and sad. I don't know.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was a hard.
I loved it when he started laughing so hard and he kept going away from the phone. So it's making me laugh so hard.
It was strange.
That was awesome. That was
I'm
hilarious.
happy. I'm happy.
I gotta go now.
I think I should sign off.
I gotta sign off now. That was a great interview.
All right. So we said our favorite St. Patrick's Days. What's yours?
That was probably one of my favorites.
Which one?
The one, the Southside Irish Parade, because I always wanted to go to it, and I never got to go. And then I finally got to experience it. I mean, like, we experienced it like a motherfucker, going in at 6 a.m. drinking with everybody in Chicago. You know, I'm from a little town. It's weird being in the city, you know. So that was a good St. Patty's Day.
It was funny going back and then being with you not that many years after college and then experiencing only small town St. Patrick's Days after that. Like,
most of the St. Patty's Days, like, run together. You know what I mean?
well, yeah. I remember at one point there was like a luau St. Patrick's Day because you had like bikini shells and we had flowers and I don't even know.
That was St. Patty's Day?
It was the end of the night. We had like green things and luau things.
Oh,
and Like,
like Maple Park or something?
Yeah, I don't even quite remember.
I vaguely remember that.
I remember being in people's garages to drink. I remember being at your dad's house to drink. I remember being at bars to drink. Like, it all super runs together. And then once we had kids, it's,
Yeah, it's different. It's this.
Well, yeah. Well, and the first time, like, when we were pregnant with our first, and I had to hide it because no one knew I was pregnant yet. And everyone knew.
Oh, if you're not drinking.
Yeah, they're like,
everybody thinks you're pregnant immediately.
Karen's not drinking. Yeah, sure, it's an antibiotic.
Yeah. Oh, it's another antibiotic, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yep. There's another kid.
And ever since then, it's like, look how cute the kids are on St. Patrick's Day in their green shit. Very different.
That's true. Ain't that the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. I hope this episode recorded.
It looks like it's recording.
It's not. It's red. It's weird.
Is it not usually red?
No.
What color is it usually?
I don't fuck if I know. I don't know.
Why didn't we try this out after 2
I
minutes?
did. Remember, I talked on it and it recorded.
No. You didn't play it back.
I didn't.
It didn't occur to you to play it back?
No.
Seriously?
This motherfucker better record it. This is a great. You know how pissed I'd be if we went 2 weeks in a row without recording? It's got to be. It's registering.
What's it doing?
Registering.
You want to make fun of me for talking?
Oh, come on. Get out of here, Mrs. Barbell. Are we recording on this, too?
Well, I'm not in charge of that either.
Well, we got anything else?
Probably. I assume so.
I'm about out. I mean, that was a very emotional episode. I'm ready to go home and get put to bed, and I got to go to work in the morning.
If you say so.
And then we got a big night tomorrow night. So we'll be celebrating more St. Patty's Day and your birthday tomorrow in Yorkville, IL, if anybody wants to meet us out. Because I'm sure this episode will not be out by then. It's probably not even recorded. Yeah, so good night, Bob Boughton.
I guess.
What do you mean?
Last time you did this to me, then it was like, oh, why'd you keep doing that? So what are you doing this to me for again?
We're out of here.
You're done or you're not done?
I'm done. I got to go home.
Okay, bye.
That's not your sign-off. What was your sign-off before? That's my sign-off. Good night, Bob Boughton. You got to hit the button.